Chapter 4. Looking for a Horse. Holmes and I walked slowly across the moor. In the evening sunlight, the autumn colours on the hills were beautiful, reds and browns and yellows. But Holmes saw nothing of that. "So, Watson," he said, "let's not forget John Straker for a minute. And let's forget John Straker for a minute and let's think about the horse. Horses are friendly animals. Let's say that Silver Blaze runs away after the killing. Here he is, out on the cold, wet moor. What does he do next?" "He looks for a nice warm stable," I said, "with food and water." "Right, Watson. He didn't go back to King's Pyland. We know that. But there is another stable not far away at Capleton. Perhaps he went there. And the way to Capleton, Watson, is down this hill. Let's go." We walked quickly down the hill, and at the bottom we found a small river and some very wet ground. "Wonderful," said Holmes. "I wanted mud, and here it is. You follow the left side of the river, Watson. We're looking for the tracks of horseshoes." We found them after only 50 metres. Holmes took the horseshoe out of his pocket and put it next to the tracks. "Yep, that's Silver Blaze, no question about it." We followed the tracks easily, then lost them for a time, but then found them again about 200 metres from the Capleton stables. "Here they are," I cried, "and look, there's another track here of a man's shoe." Holmes got down to look. "You're right, Watson, and the man is walking next to the horse." We followed the two tracks to Capleton stables and were still there 20 minutes away when a man came out and called to us. He had a red, angry face. "Go away, we don't want visitors here, go away." "Mr. Silas Brown?" Holmes said to him. "What do you want?" said the man. "I don't talk to newspaper people, so just go away." "We are not from a newspaper," said Holmes, smiling, "but you have a horse called Silver Blaze in your stable." "That's not true," Mr. Brown said angrily. "Shall we go in and talk about it?" said Holmes. He did not wait for an answer, but took the man's arm and moved quickly to the gate. He looked back at me and said quietly, "Wait for me here, Watson." 20 minutes later, they came out again. Holmes looked pleased, and Mr. Silas Brown was a different man. He looked smaller and older, and his face was afraid. "Remember," said Holmes, "you must be there on the day, on time, and everything must be ready." Yes, Silas Brown said quickly. "You can be sure of it. Oh, yes, you can be sure of it." "Good," said Holmes. "Well, goodbye for now." Holmes and I then began to walk back to King's Pyland along the road. "Does he have the horse, then?" I asked. Holmes laughed. "Yes. He said no at first, of course, but he's afraid of the police. He doesn't want them to know about this, and I can help him with that." "But why didn't the police find the horse?" I asked. "Inspector Gregory said they went to Capleton." "Oh, it's easy to change the colour of a horse's coat." Holmes laughed again. "Gregory's a good policeman, but I don't think he knows much about horses." "And why did Brown tell you?" I said. "When I walked through the stables with him," said Holmes, "the ground was muddy, and I saw the tracks of his shoes in the mud. You remember those tracks on the moor? Well, these were the same shoes. After that, it was easy, and he told me everything. He found Silver Blaze on the moor early in the morning and brought him into the stables. The horse is very well, just a different colour at the moment. Brown put a very big bet on Desborough to win the Wessex Cup, you see, and with Silver Blaze out of the race." "But why did you leave the horse there? Is it safe with him?" I did not understand Mr. Holmes's plan. "My dear Watson," Holmes said, "the horse is very safe.